Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside of the Gardens Ice House here in Laurel, Maryland. I'm Mark McClure here for the Maryland Hockey Network. Matt Fusillo will be joining us shortly. He is working the PA. He's actually right there, believe it or not, and he's coming up here to help out. Did a tremendous job there for the senior ceremonies, celebrating Maryland's graduating seniors, including Tyler McAvoy, Ryan Haight, Landon Nguyen, and Thomas Pedersen, all graduating here from Maryland, playing in their final home game of the regular season against the Drexel Dragons, who, as many of you will remember, played Maryland in their senior night last Saturday at the class of 1923 arena. Matt, now on the headset here. We'll get a chance here to, as per usual, apologize. The video quality a little bit poor today, but we want to maintain a stable connection for you people. So we'd rather have you be able to see at least something. So, we'll keep a radio-style vibe so you all know what's going on the ice. But at the end of the day, that is what we're dealing with, and we're going to do the best we can with it. Matt, big game here for Maryland. They're getting an opportunity for 2 straight wins in conference. That could be big time.
Yeah, this is obviously a very special night as well. Senior ceremony just concluded, and Terps are obviously feeling it on the bench. They beat Drexel last week, as I'm sure you mentioned, and we're moments away from puck drop.
So we're just about ready to roll. The scoreboard is up. The action is ready to go. Maryland's going to come out with a lot of energy early in this game because of the senior day ceremonies. They're going to be ready to roll. So there's a lot of expectations on this team early in this game. We'll see how they do.
And they're starting with all seniors as well, with Holman on the faceoff, Pedersen and Nguyen on the wings, and McAvoy and Haight on defense.
So we'll have puck drop. Maryland will take it into their own zone quickly. Tyler McAvoy is checked up against the boards. He's going to lose the puck. It was taken away by Zach Meserly. Drexel tried to get a shot in. It was a good block in the center area from Tyler McAvoy, and then he's going to bring it forward. McAvoy holds, waits, try to pass across for Pedersen. It went underneath his stick, though. Unfortunately for Pedersen, not a good enough grab of the puck there to generate any offense. Pedersen with it now. Gave it up. Try to backhand it into a good spot here. Loose chance in front. Nothing comes of it for Maryland, though, as the puck drifts behind the net. Drexel tries to clear. It's backhanded up ice, past center, into a threatening area. Backhander looking for Meserly. It was a dangerous pass, but they could not connect. It's a big hit at the blue line, gets Meserly the puck back. As a matter of fact, though, he'll leave it for the defenseman there to go and fire it right back in off Pelletier. Maryland in their white uniforms for the first and only time, I may add, this season. This will be the only time Maryland plays in the white uniforms. Normally we see them in the red and black as the home and away split.
Pretty fitting touch, the white jerseys, only for senior night. Very special day for Terps hockey.
In addition to that, Piper Holman on the ice. He's not fully a senior. He has one more year of ACHA eligibility, but he's not sure if he's going to use it. He's been struggling with some knee problems as of later in his career, ever since transferring in from another ACHA hockey team, RPI, up in New York. Zach Jones nearly collected the puck there at the edge of the blue line. He wanted a piece of it. Jones was the only goal scorer for Drexel in that game in Philadelphia. Maryland tries to recover behind the net yet again. Haight had it for a moment, tried to get it back towards the blue line. It's backhanded in by Plotkin. Plotkin to Jones across, and the net comes loose. It was a good save by Pelletier, and we'll have a stoppage.
Pelletier doing what he does best, picking off from last game he played. I got to tell you, Mark, if one of the seniors scores tonight, this place is going to go berserk. It is a packed house, and we are certainly hoping for that. We want it to be as loud as possible in here.
We want it to just be a special night here for the seniors.
Absolutely.
They've worked very hard for this opportunity to play hockey here at the University of Maryland. There have been ups and downs this season, but in the end, they're going to get one more in front of the home fans here at the Gardens, which was their home for a long stretch of time. They ended up splitting some time between the Gardens and Fort DuPont this season as a shot goes in across the net from Liam Eden. But that one went all the way through. It'll go down to the other end of the ice. Icing waved off. It's chased down by Simon Rosenbaum. He's got it in the corner. He's trapped underneath there. Josh Sklar tried to knife it loose. Instead, Maryland gets it, and they will essentially just ice the puck is the simplest way to describe that play.
So not too many chances so far. A little bit of back and forth hockey, but not too much action yet in this one.
As the faceoff will go into the Drexel end, they get to choose faceoff position. They're going to choose to the right of Pelletier, who, if you watch, made a wonder save against Drexel in the last game to keep the Terps in the lead. It was kind of fitting almost because he committed the penalty that created the power play chance. It was the first minor penalty he had taken in his career. That's from him. Pushed
the net off the moorings, then on the penalty kill makes that huge save. I believe with the stick, he really saved that one.
And talking with Joe Carter after that game, he pretty much said it was almost a blessing in disguise, that penalty, because that save by Pelletier probably gave the team the shot in the arm they needed to survive the last 3 minutes. Drexel in the high slot, wrist shot way high from Morgan Sharon. And Maryland clears up the ice. It was a floater. A little bit of some aggressive goaltending here from Mason Moyer, who will be the adversary of Henry Pelletier in this game. Moyer did not start the last game. It was Nate Bryant. Puck goes deep into the Maryland zone. Drexel ended up getting it off a clear. Dumped it back in. Sent that one out towards the blue line to try and get it clear. It was recovered by Michael Connolly. Connolly into the pads of Pelletier, makes the save and holds for the whistle.
Pelletier is normally very good at tracking pucks through traffic. I mean, very rarely do you see that puck go in. Able to see through bodies. For a goaltender, I'm sure it is very hard.
Apologize for the earthquake on your screen there. Just trying to give you a level picture here as Ray McNamara gets the puck off the draw, but it's recovered immediately by Drexel. They're going to set something up here. 16:03 left in the opening period of play between the Terrapins and the Drexel Dragons as the shot's fired in from the point. That hit a Terrapin up high. Now they'll have a chance to break out here. Ray McNamara, of all people, leading the charge. He'll try a wrist shot. That was a big save by Moyer. Still a chance for Maryland. The rebound goes wide. There's Chase Wilson on the rebound attempt. Puck drifts into the Maryland end of things. Tyler McAvoy backhands it. So we have a big hit against the far boards. Trevor Drake went down. Drake tries to recover the puck. He backhands it right back to Drexel. They'll dump it into the left corner, where it's recovered by Tyler McAvoy. McAvoy backhands one, or forehanded it actually, over to Airy. Airy's clear attempt went off the stick of Jones, out to the point where it's taken by Drake. He plays it off the glass, but Maryland just wanted that for the change, as it will be picked up by Plotkin, and he'll start a Drexel rush.
You saw the third line get some work in there. That's Trevor Drake, Andre Bozin, and Chase Wilson. So a little bit more line shifting by head coach Joe Carter. I believe Bozin was on the first line last game at Drexel.
But again, you had to give credit to Beganowski, who scored 3 goals in that game. He's on the second line. Actually, they ended up going mirror-headed with the top group. So Beganowski had a hat trick. We will unfortunately throw a caveat on that. 2 of those were on the empty net. But still a accomplishment nonetheless. There's a wrist shot, comes in from the right point. Another save made by Pelletier. He's been pretty busy here in his first period. Puck drifts back out to the neutral zone. Picked up here by Drexel as they drive it in, and a whistle.
We saw Muirhead on that first line before he had that nasty injury. And then ever since he got injured, I believe it was Beganowski taking his role. He stayed in that role even after Muirhead got back. But now Muirhead's back in that top line. And Beganowski's got 9 goals in the year, so it should be a good spark for Dupuis and Steinberg, who are both looking for their first collegiate goals in that second line.
Maryland clears up ice. They want to get a quick breakout here. It was a good job. Eden laid it off, and then it was dumped in by Muirhead. It's chased after by Tucker Healey. Backhanded clear by Drexel. They'll try and clear their lines. Josh Sklar had it. Couldn't get it clear all the way. Wrist shot comes in there from Daniel Tomaszewski. Went off the pad. Drexel does pick up the puck in the end. Here, Michael Urbani gave it up, then dumped it in. Now, that was actually Sklar that did the dumping. But in the end, we have a cover and a stoppage.
Same group is going to stay out there, that top line, as we were just talking about. And on defense, it'll be Airy and Tomaszewski.
Draw is tied up. Tomaszewski gets it. He backhands one around the boards. It'll be taken there by Urbani as there's a check against the boards. Drexel trying to keep this attack alive. Rosenbaum couldn't get to that puck there. Here could be a breakout chance for the Terrapins. It's Liam Eden. He throws on the brakes. Wrist shot and a big save by Moyer. He didn't know where the puck was, but no one was there for Maryland to clean up the garbage.
He's so fast on the break out of the zone. You see him flying through the neutral zone. He creates space for his teammates and just gets the garbage towards the net.
Tucker Healey keeps this attack alive. Little 1-2, he got it back. Then he blew a tire in front of the net, and the net came off its moorings.
Boy.
13:29 to go here in the first period. No score in what's been kind of a back and forth game. Not sure what you have the shots at. 6-6. But either way, it's a battle out there, both sides. Puck comes in. Urbani clears it from one end of the ice to the other, and that's going to be icing on the Dragons.
Looks like Dupuis is unhappy with something. I'm not sure what, but either way, it's an icing on Drexel, so Terp should be happy.
Puck goes into the Drexel zone. Stayed there, actually, after the faceoff, but now they'll work it up ice here with Zach Meserly. Meserly up the left wing boards. He fires one into the stratosphere, and it's off the top netting for a stoppage 7 minutes into the game.
A lot of whistles so far in this one, having a hard time getting going.
And this is the exact opposite of what we saw in Philadelphia. That one had probably 2 stretches of 6+ minutes where there wasn't a whistle.
Yeah, and that one started closer to 11 p.m., so this one certainly more favorable in terms of time.
Yeah, more close to Central Time than Pacific as the puck drifts behind the Drexel net. Moyer holds it there. Recovered by Garrett Sklar. He backhanded it into a loose position for Drexel to clear. It's flipped up high in the air for Ben Shelley, but Shelley was beat to the puck by Haight. Fired right back in, though, by that was Mark Lurie. Actually, Daniel Seaman, that was who dropped that puck in. Either way, Drexel in an offensive position here with Stephen Basin. Basin up the left wing, centers one, and that one went high off the stick of Haight. Still in the Maryland zone. They can't get it cleared out all the way. This could be a dangerous chance for Drexel. Wrist shot comes in, and it goes off the right shoulder of Pelletier. Shot comes in from John Connolly. The Terrapins go the other way. One of the Terrapins hit the ice down there. I'm not sure who that was. That was Chase Wilson.
Chase Wilson.
Looked like he just almost lost his footing on the ice there.
Oh, his skate blade broke or something. He tripped and then tripped again. But he gets to the bench.
Drexel captain Tim Mikulik didn't clear that one responsibly. Nearly resulted in a goal as Bozin's shot came in. They didn't like him in the slot, gave him a little extra. Another one comes in. Rebound chance. Can Bozin get a shot off? He's all tied up, and it does not go. We're going to get a penalty for high sticking here against Drexel. At least that's what I think that's going to be, as I saw one of the Terrapins get hit up high. We're going to go ahead bring you back to center ice here. Not sure who went down, but there is some concern there, as we have not seen that player move at this point, but we are hoping he's okay. Penalty looks like it was for high sticking. We have seen at least some head movement from whoever is down. I'm sorry, can't catch a number.
I think it's
I'm looking
Bozin.
at who else is out there. It's got to be Bozin, because he's the only one on the line that's not standing on the ice. Trying to get himself up, both arms on the ground. 11 minutes and 23 seconds left in the period. And Bozin able to get to his feet, but my goodness, he took a big hit there. He'll get a round of applause from the Maryland faithful here. We'll check the call there. Again, I'm not sure, because of these ACHA rules, what the things, I'm not sure if they drew blood. I know in the NHL that's always a 2-2. But you never quite know. The ACHA's got some of their own policies, so we'll see as Bozin goes to the bench.
Looks like he's okay now, but you just hope it wasn't to the head. That's all.
As you can see here, they're going to talk to both captains. Tim Mikulik skates over with Liam Eden, and they're going to describe the situation here. There's a penalty of some kind assessed to Drexel. Tim Mikulik, just based on body language, not excited about this call or where it's going, but Maryland's going to go on their first power play of the night. That's going to be a 5-minute major penalty against Drexel. I've not seen anybody exit the arena, nor have I seen somebody. Now we do get a number in the box. It's going to be against Owen Mendham. 5 minutes. I did not see what the official motion was on whether that was for high sticking or if it was for charging.
Yeah, we saw there was a big scramble, and Bozin was just trying to get that puck to the net, and the next thing I knew, he went down.
Here's a wrister from McAvoy. Rebound chance. Muirhead couldn't direct it on net. Goes behind. We're going to get another penalty here against Drexel. This time for a slash. Now check that. Maybe that was the high stick. But either way, this is going to be a long stretch, and Mikulik's the one that goes to the box. We'll get the look right here from our head official.
Yeah, the captain was unhappy with the previous call, and he'll take a seat himself now.
So it was a slash assessed to Tim Mikulik. Maryland with a 5-on-3 power play for the full 2 minutes. This is an opportunity you cannot miss if you're Maryland.
Yeah, you have to cash in here. 5-on-3. One of these penalties, you still got 4:51 left. I mean, you have to score at least one.
Face-off will be to the right of Moyer, who's going to be very busy the next couple of seconds. Maryland will set up their shape here. It goes to Daniel Tomaszewski. He went across for Healey, but pass was tipped. Tomaszewski had some space, but elected to pass as opposed to shoot on that particular effort.
He's got some good vision, Tomaszewski. He knows when to pass the puck. He's got that blistering shot, as a few of the defensemen on this team do. McAvoy's another one who's also on this power play. These defensemen could really shoot the puck. That time he elected to pass, and it was a good one.
Drexel was able to get a clear here with the PK unit. But Maryland drifts up with Eden. Eden passes it off for Muirhead, lays it back for Healey. Now it's McAvoy in the high slot. McAvoy drifts in, passes it over to Healey, but his shot can't find pay dirt. Here is McAvoy again. Maryland will set up. Still a minute 20 to go on the 5-on-3. They swing it across for Daniel Tomaszewski. A shot is blocked, gets a second chance, though some of the defenders out of position. Now across for Eden to McAvoy. Back to Tomaszewski. A one-timer's off the outside of the net. Puck flips up as Tomaszewski tries to keep the momentum going for Maryland. Healey has it tied up in his skates. Again, it'll be Tomaszewski that gets it. We're going to have a whistle here. And not sure what it's going to be, on or about. Andrew Muirhead is sharing some pleasantries with one of the Dragons down there. We always say when it comes to Andrew Muirhead, he plays with a lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
Even Joe Carter said sometimes he can go to a dark place real fast when he needs to. Well, you can take that as you may.
But then again, you need those players on your team. A lot of energy, he can be feisty. It's great to have a player on that team, like a Patrick Maroon of sort.
Minute and 1 second left on the power play chance for Maryland. 10-13 left in the period. Trying to decide on face-off position here, and it's going to be in the neutral zone. Trevor Drake's going to take it. Not your natural center, but he's going to slide into that role because we don't know the condition of Andre Bazin. So it'll be taken in by Steinberg. He's leveled against the boards by Simon Rosenbaum. Goes behind the net. Drexel trying to get a clear off. No one knows where the puck is. Then finally it comes out here to the right point. Airy to Drake. Wrist shot is blocked up high there by Zach Plotkin. Plotkin continues to hound Maryland. They got to get a couple more good shots off here. 35 seconds left on this power play. It goes across. Here's a one-timer from Airy. Save made by Moyer. And then the rebound attempt did not get all the way there from Steinberg. Here's Drake. Fans on the pass. And then it is taken away momentarily by Plotkin. Drake recovers. Then it goes back to Plotkin, who backhands one clear.
I like the mindset they have there, though. Just keep shooting the puck. You got a good advantage, the 5-on-3. Get the puck to the net, and that's what they did.
So now just the rush for the 5-on-3. They'll get the puck up ice, but Mikulik's getting ready to get out of the box. Here's Airy. Floats in behind. Mikulik comes right in and joins the Dragons' defensive crew. Here is Healey. Healey thought about a one-timer, decided to go back to Airy. It wasn't taken comfortably. Back hits and they scored it. Patrick Bieganowski continues his reign of terror against the Drexel Dragons with another goal here. The Maryland Terrapins have a 1-0 lead.
I asked Bieganowski right before the senior ceremony how he was feeling tonight, and he was animated. 10 minutes into the first period, he buries another one. He continues his hot streak. That's his 4th goal in the last 2 games, and I guess he was correct about his assessment.
Feeling dangerous, and the Terps have a 1-0 lead. They'll immediately bring the puck in. They get to keep this power play, so the scoring may not be over here. Puck goes down to the Maryland end of the ice. Pelletier has to play it. Still 2:22 left on the 5-minute major. It's behind the net here for Maryland. They'll try and square themselves up. This is Healey doing a lot of stick handling. Gets it over to Liam Eden. Eden across for Tomaszewski. Couldn't settle the puck down as it goes in towards the right corner. Lays it back for Healey. Healey tried to find Muirhead in the center. Instead, it goes back out to the point, and here is Daniel Tomaszewski. He'll risk one in. One of the Drexel defenders lost a stick as the puck goes up into the netting. 8:16 left to go, and Maryland leads by 1. Face-off will be to the right here of Moyer. It is won by Drexel, and they will immediately clear. Almost put it in their own bench. Pelletier will be forced to come out and play this puck yet again. Wind up wristing it up to McAvoy. McAvoy to Tomaszewski, who tries to beat his man. He's able to get the puck in, but he wasn't able to control it. Down on the right side, McAvoy. Up to Eden. A little wobbly pass into the slot. No one was there for Maryland. Here could be a break the other way for Simon Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum is in. Nice move, but a good save. Even better save by Henry Pelletier, now Maryland on the other end with a breakaway, and Muirhead puts it way wide. So a wild stretch there of hockey where we nearly had a shorthanded equalizer, and Maryland almost took a 2-0 lead within 10 seconds.
Almost looked like a 3-on-3 overtime type of play. Breakaway for Drexel, a breakaway for Maryland. I'm sure the crowd loves that.
Trevor Drake up the right wing, lays it back Eden to Muirhead. He's hit by Mikulik. Muirhead swings it around the boards for Ryan Haight. Haight plays it off the glass. Eden in. Pass is deflected. A chance for Drake. 2 chances for Drake. And Moyer with 2 saves. Are you kidding me? Man, this kid is cursed. He can't put the puck in the net.
Great chance. 2 chances. Parents are in disbelief.
2 on the doorstep for this kid. You have to understand, Trevor Drake started with the D3 team. He scored 5 goals in their first game, and he has yet to score here for the D2 squad. And he had 2 in great spots, but Moyer with 2 really lovely saves, and this game stays 1-0. Here's Beganowski, the goal scorer. Tried to direct one in. Now it goes to Airy. Left dot, wrist shot, blocked. Backhand chance on the rebound. Moyer made the save, but he didn't know where it was and eventually got the cover. 6:42 left here in the first period.
20 seconds left on this game misconduct. 1-0 game. Power play unit will stay out there. Drake on the face-off.
Mikulik tries to clear. Wasn't a convincing one again. Goes up to the right point. Haight sends it back in. Trevor Drake tries to recover the puck. Taken by the Terrapins, or Drexel I actually should say, as they bring it up here. Jones brings it in behind the net. Tried to direct it in front, but he had no support on that effort. Jason Steinberg for Maryland. Oh, a little wraparounder around his defender. Try to pass in front, would have been a great setup. Still not dead though. Drake in front, he shoots. Another big save by Moyer.
Drake is getting robbed again. He's sitting in his office. It's 3 chances now. But the goaltender stood the test.
And here's the clear attempt here. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Just 1 goal surrendered, but here could be trouble the other way. Wrist shot from distance, and Pelletier makes the save on Ben Shelley.
Well, I'm sure it's a very energized game so far. And this is exactly what the team was hoping for, I'm sure. Give the seniors something fun to remember. They got a 1-0 lead. All's going well so far. And power play is over, so we're back to 5-on-5. But Trevor Drake, boy, he did nothing wrong there. Goalie was just so good on those plays.
Fourth line will get some work here as Warner backhands one to Landon Nguyen, drives into the right corner. Nguyen and Warner. Warner throws a big body down there behind the goal, flattened one of the Dragons behind the net. It was Morgan Sharon that went down. Warner again just feeding off the energy in the building, throwing his weight around. Maryland still has an offensive chance. A shot from his knees, McMenamin up in front. And a save made by Moyer as we're going to get a little pushing and shoving afterwards, but that's what you get when you're kind of the enforcer, which is what the role that Blake Warner plays here on this Terrapins team.
Yeah, I mean, Warner is really the Ryan Reeves of the team, and we love that. Always love the big hits. Just got to stay out of the penalty box. Not that he did get a penalty right now.
Those were 2 clean hits there, and if he keeps it that way, then you're good to go.
I know the players love those comparisons, Reeves and Pat Maroon. So
we had a Keith Yandel shout out earlier.
Yeah, we got a Sonk earlier in the year. We got a lot of Matthews, McKinnon, but anyway.
A lot of fun. Either way, the guys love them, and we appreciate their support of the broadcast. Puck comes up towards center ice. Bonnie from a different area code plays it into the Maryland end. It goes off the pad of Pelletier. Maryland down the other way. There's no icing here. Nope, there is. It looked like it wasn't signaled originally, but then the late signal. Under 5 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Maryland. Goal came from Patrick Beganowski, who has been the Dragon Slayer so far here in the series between the Terrapins and the Dragons. Quick off the face-off, Rosenbaum a shot. It drifts across the crease, but the Dragons couldn't put it home. Had a couple of chances. from the blue line, a shot comes in. It was taken by Tomaszewski, and we have a massive hit here on the near side, but that one is going to draw a penalty. Eden was crushed by Michael Urbani. Or was that not a penalty, and this was more of an ice issue?
I think there's an official down on the ice.
Yeah, the official down on the ice. Did not get a chance to see that. It looked like it was, it was almost away from the play. And again, the officials doing their best to stay out of the play the best they could. That time, just unavoidable contact.
Yeah, it looks like it was Eden and another Drexel player. I missed
it was Urbani that came in to collide there against the near boards, and just the official got caught in between them.
Yeah.
There was a lot of venom in that hit. Even Eden looked shaken up after the hit, so the official getting some medical attention while we'll take a break here on the Maryland Hockey Network. It is 1-0 Maryland. We got 4:37 left in the first period. Taking a break for an injured official here at the Gardens Ice House. We are sorry about that. We had our power cord kicked out and lost the stream there for a moment. So our dearest apologies. We now have 1:49 left. Also had an issue with the scoreboard. That'll be back for the second period. No goals were scored. The official is okay. And that's about it. The extent of those 2 minutes that we lost.
Yeah,
the
we
official
apologize.
wasn't able to get off the ice. He was okay, but one of the employees from Laurel ended up unfortunately stepping on our power cord. And unfortunately, the power cord here is a little bit.
So 4-on-4 hockey for the remainder of this first period, and then we'll get a few more seconds to start the second period.
And the puck goes in behind the Drexel net, Maryland will try and fight through this 4-on-4 without surrendering any goals. Sometimes they can be laboring a little bit. A high-risk shot comes in from Sklar, goes over the net, though. Terrapins will try and recover. Here's McAvoy. Here's Healey waiting a shot, tried to go near post and sneak that one in, but it went wide.
There's a semi-toe drag, it looks like, from Healey. It was a nice move. So that move from Healey, the spinorama from Steinberg, they're bringing the jukes tonight.
A dangerous play down there as Healey went down. It was an incredible play by Rosenbaum to jump over Healey to keep possession of the puck. Here's Rosenbaum with it now in the corner. 45 seconds left to go in the period. Goes out towards the edge. Rister in. And we have a stoppage in play, 39.6 to go in the first period. 1-0 Maryland. Again, we have our scoreboard. It's off. We got to reset it. We'll have it back for the second period. Draw one by Maryland, or by Drexel. My goodness, what am I watching? Shot comes in. It was deflected down. Mikulik gets it here, right circle.
Just about do it.
That's the puck off into the corner. And that will do it here for the first period from the Gardens. In South Maryland, Terrapins lead 1-0. Goal from Patrick Beakonowski. We apologize for the issues in that first period. But We'll take a break here on the Hockey Network as it is 1-0 here at the Gardens Ice House. Drexel had a couple opportunities. They could not finish any of them off.
Yeah, and definitely a lot more chances. Score could be a lot higher than 1-0. Could have seen more goals from both teams, especially Maryland. They both teams had some good chances. Quite a few penalties. 1 are back in the box, and 3 for Drexel. But it does remain a 1-0 game.
And that'll give us a chance to take a breather ourselves here from the Gardens Ice House. We'll be back after the intermission for more hockey here on senior night for the Terrapins. Back in a moment. still on. Mark McClure and Matt Fusillo still on the call for you. As the Terrapins lead 1-0 here over Drexel Dragons. Scoreboard is working now. And we apologize for the inconvenience that the stream has been. This had to lower the quality again. I know that you're sitting there wondering, I don't know how that's possible, Mr. McClure, and to which I would agree. But we'll have a higher res quality stream up at some point over the weekend. So you can catch the game in more viewable quality than what we have seen so far in this game. We're just going to try to enjoy it for what it is. Chance in front here for Drexel. They couldn't put that shot on net. Dragons try and recover, keep this attack going. Tyler McAvoy with it behind the net. A bad giveaway nearly results in a goal right in front of the net.
Oh, they're lucky that one went wide.
So up through the middle, it is Tucker Healey. Healey ends up behind the net. Terrapins still trying to get a full-fledged clear on here. Get it out to the point for Muirhead. Gets under his stick and goes towards Eden there. He couldn't do anything either with that puck. Mikulik recovers behind the net. Mikulik, a long fly pass up here. They have an opportunity to break forward here with Daniel Seaman, and his shot is saved by Pelletier. Face-off be to the right of Henry on this one.
Get that second line back out there. Andrew DePoy on the face-off, flanked by Steinberg and Beganowski, who's got 1 goal tonight. The only goal in this game so far.
One comes in. It was right off the face-off. Nothing doing, though, for the Terrapins. The puck is in the right corner, and then it is floated up here along the boards, but that one goes into the netting, and that is going to be a stoppage.
So we'll redo this. This time, face-off will be on the glove side of Pelletier.
Terps win that face-off. Backhanded up by Steinberg, but he couldn't get it all the way out of the zone. Drexel recovers. It's backhanded. A difficult situation here for the Terrapins, as Drexel's doing a good job working the puck around. It was a 4-on-4 to start the period, but that is well past it at this point, as we played well over a minute and a half here in the period. Seaman with a pass in towards the center. Couldn't find its intended target. Now Beganowski in a foot race for the puck here. He does not win, though. It was a good job backtracking there by the defensive crew. Up the near side, here comes Drexel, led by Rosenbaum. Couldn't get a backhanded pass off as it goes back where Ray McNamara is pinned against the boards. And up out to the right point. Shot comes in and a save made there by Pelletier. He denies Plotkin.
This is one of those quick saves. He's been doing that a lot. He loves that. I love it too up here, seeing that when the goaltender does that. But regardless, Pelletier has stood his ground tonight so far. And we're going to see Chase Wilson in the face-off here.
We'll come to the left side of Pelletier. Wilson against Sklar. It is won by Wilson. Shoveled clear down there by Daniel Tomaszewski. Tomaszewski floats one clear. Landon Wynn chasing after it. Mikulik's going to beat him down there, though. It is not icing. Urbani backhands one up top towards the far boards. Terps trying to recover the puck with Airy. And that's what's going to be poked out towards center ice. Tomaszewski collects it. Passes it across for Landon Wynn. Wynn curls it around the boards. Maryland chases after it, but Drexel gets there first. Tim Mikulik knifing for the puck with Trevor Drake. Mikulik backhands it clear. And here come the Terrapins backtracking defensively. Urbani gets it for Drexel. It was a bad pass, though. Went off of Drake, but he couldn't get onto the puck. Mikulik got it back. Terps trying to keep the attack alive. Tomaszewski pushes it into the Drexel zone where it will be covered by Mason Moyer.
The boys are really feeling it tonight so far. We knew it was senior night, and even before the game, during that intermission, I went down right outside the locker room. They're just feeling it. They're having a good time. They enjoy the vibe. They feed off each other, and that's a great sign because teamwork is key, and this team always shows, not just tonight, but a great bond together.
Break the other way. Nice pad save there by Pelletier on Basin. Still alive. Here's Plotkin, a shot. That one hit McAvoy in the hip. Goes back out to the neutral part of the ice. Terrapins on the defensive here as Haight takes it into his own zone. He's being charged in there by John Connolly. Connolly loops it towards the right side. Warner trying to get control of the puck. Ends up in the center there for Barrett Genovese. Couldn't get a shot off. Genovese recovers the puck here at the near boards, but his pass back ends up going out to the neutral zone and all the way into it. The Drexel zone. Morgan Sharon's pass to neutral ice is picked off by Haight, and then it was McMenamin that had an opportunity to get in there, but in the end, it was offside. Faceoff's going to come to the edge of the Terrapins zone offensively. Defensively, actually. This one goes way back. Faceoff won by Maryland, though, so they'll try and keep control here. Piper Holman went across with the pass, then it's flipped out towards Tucker Healey, but he couldn't chase this one down. Drexel tries to pick out Jones up the right wing boards. Can't do it as Tucker Healey wins the puck back for the Terrapins. Healey towards the top of the right circle, try to dangle his way in. Muirhead poked it free. Plays it across. There's some trouble there, but Maryland couldn't get it off. Now here's Holman who tries a shot. It goes wide. We're waiting for a Piper Holman one-timer to find the back of the net here on MHN, but it is yet to happen. Goes out to the point. Tucker Healey having some issues here controlling the puck, and he does give it up, but the breakout is unsuccessful from Drexel. Ray McNamara gets the puck. He dumps it in. Didn't get all the way in, though. Drexel took it back. This took an awkward touch off of Jones. His stick. He nearly found his way in past Holman. Holman clears out towards the neutral zone. And then dumped in again here by Drexel. We've played over 5.5 here in the second period. Still 1-0 Maryland on the goal from Patrick Beganowski. Pass goes into it. Maryland zone. It was forced in there by Sklar up to the post by where Henry Pelletier covers it.
Game about halfway over here at the Gardens Ice House, and we thank you for joining us on this senior night.
And again, we just are really happy to have all of you with us here from Maryland Hockey Network, and we know that it's been an up and down season, at least especially for us here up at the booth with connection issues and everything like that, but we're still happy to give you something to take a look at here on this senior ice. Mikulik fans one wide. Here comes Jason Steinberg leading a charge forward. Beganowski had to throw the brakes on to keep from going off sides. Then Steinberg brought it in. DePoy chases it down on the left corner. Urbani tries to clear for Drexel. Ends up getting it over to Ben Shelley, who does get the puck to neutral ice, but it just goes to Tomaszewski, who airs one all the way towards the right corner, but it was gloved down. Now he'll glove one down himself on the clear attempt by the Dragons. Here comes Tomaszewski. He leads the charge in. Passes it across. DePoy couldn't get a shot off. Chance for Tomaszewski. A fantastic pad save made by Moyer. 13:29 to go. Up the near side boards. Landon Nguyen gave it up. Here's Sklar. He dumps it in and goes for a change, as do the rest of the Dragons. So fresh legs on for them as this pass ends up going off the back of Chase Wilson. He couldn't control it. Tries to win it back here, though, but Drexel is able to clear it with Owen Mendham getting it all the way into the neutral zone. Recover in their own end. Long pass goes off of Chase Wilson. It's taken by Landon Nguyen, who backhands it. Not convincingly all the way in, though. Now here's a pass up from Drexel as they try to break out. Couldn't generate any offense there either, though, as Trevor Drake takes the puck. Backhands it into the zone. Healey chasing after it. He throws his body at one of the Dragons down there. They both hit the ice. Landon Nguyen has his pocket picked. Breakaway chance. And another save made by Pelletier. Zach Plotkin was in all alone but could not score. Here's a 2-on-2, Landon Nguyen and Trevor Drake. Nguyen will just put one in off the pads and go for a change while Drake chases after it. Tries to beat Plotkin. That was a great pass in the end to look like Warner, but he could not get the stick on it. Went off the skate as the puck goes off the boards and into the Maryland zone. Haight gets it to Warner. Backhands one. Up to McMenamin. Can't beat his man. Went off of Muirhead. Here is McMenamin behind the net. Swooping and swerving. Gets it to McAvoy. Now Haight, wrist shot in. That one goes off the stick of Moyer. Warner keeps it alive. Thomas Pettersson trying to generate some space out there. As the extra skater. Warner again throws his body around. Out towards the left point. McAvoy tries to keep the attack alive. Gave it right to Drexel. He held it in, though, nicely. And a shot comes in, but it rattles high and wide. Pettersson gets it to Warner. Back out for McAvoy again. He's not afraid to rip one. Goes back to Warner, though, on this effort, and this one goes wide. Haight recovers it over at the right circle, but he can't put one on target. Blake Warner backhands one towards McMenamin. He had two chances. The first one was blocked. The second one was wide.
McMenamin's getting some good chances tonight. I like the way he's playing. Looks good with the puck.
He wants the puck there. The pass didn't get there. Weak shot comes in from McAvoy. Moyer got a piece of that, decided not to cover it. Instead, Drexel will just clear it all the way down, but this one will go off of Pelletier, so it is not icing. He'll just leave it out while the Dragons go for a change. Muirhead trying to be caught up ice. Wanted to find a man running free in the center area. 10:20 to go here in the second period. Here's Jones the other way. He has a poke checked off the stick. Healey tried to recover. The shot did come in, and Pelletier was forced into action, but he made the save. Now here's up the boards. If that had a little better physics on it, it may have gotten to Eden with him in on net, but he has to recover it in left circle, try his shot. That one was deflected down, and a good save by Moyer.
And Andre Bozin is back on the bench. He's standing along the wall next to the coach. He doesn't have his helmet on yet, but he is on the bench.
And it does not look like he has his pads on either. It looks like he's actually in sweatpants. So
that's right.
It looks like Bozin's done for the game.
Looks like he is done. I heard the refs as well.
That's probably going to bump Warner up to the second line. And then Pettersson will now get regular ice time in the forward slot as opposed to being an extra skater as a defenseman where he normally plays. Jones had a chance in there. He got tripped up, no call. Piper Holman lays the wood down there on Jones. Getting physical down there, the big man.
Piper is a big guy, 6'4".
From New Mexico, he's a big man. Here's Eden on the other side. Shot blocked by Mikulik. Now here's Healey. He goes across. Oh, that was a good pass. But Muirhead could not get his stick down. Drexel puts it up ice. Maryland chases after. Liam Eden. Over to Holman. Ends up with Healey. Tucker floating, firing. Put that one blocked. Barrett Genovese gives it up as here come the Dragons on the attack.
Healey's he makes some sneaky plays. I mean, we see it all the time. We saw that little toe drag move that he had earlier. I don't know if I'd call it toe drag, but semi-toe drag. Chipped the puck to himself. He tried the Michigan earlier in the season. He's like the Pavel Datsyuk of this team. I'm just going to keep ripping off the player comparisons tonight. But, I mean, he is really good with the puck. And no wonder he's got 27 points in the year. I mean, he's found his groove in that first-line position. He's only a freshman, too. So we have quite a few more years of number 5 for the Terps.
Outlet pass is picked off by Plotkin, but one of the Dragons is ahead of the play, so this will be all sides, 8:40 to go. Here in the second, it's 1-0. Face off goes to Drexel. They immediately dump it in. Tomaszewski chases. Comes up with it, tries to turn himself clear. Puck goes out to the neutral zone. Fired back in there by Genovese. There he chases. With the puck, gets it to DePoy. Andrew DePoy cross for Jason Steinberg. Steinberg couldn't get there. Now a battle for it ensues behind the net. Drexel wins that battle. There's a bulldozing hit there by Andrew DePoy. The Terps still trying to get the puck back. A little retaliation shot there from Zach Meserly on DePoy. Terps still have the puck though. Beganowski couldn't make anything of that chance, and then the puck goes off the netting with 7:48 left to play in the second.
I love to see the Terps play physical. This period especially have been even more physical, So DePoy with a big hit here. Steinberg's been physical all night. Notice that. And it's just good to see the Terps following through on their hits. I would say most games probably get less hits than the opposition. That's a stat that we do not track, so don't take my word. It just seems that way.
Puck loose here. Chance for Rosenbaum to come in. Rosenbaum a shot, and that one rattles high. Here's a chance for Maryland the other way. A little bit of a 1-on-2 here for Chase Wilson. He plays one in off the body, it looked like, of Moyer. McAvoy keeps it alive. That one hit the stick of Moyer, but it was going wide. He just decided to intervene. He didn't need to. Here's Urbani. Beats Drake with that pass, but it went straight to McAvoy. Goes behind the net. Mikulik and Wilson go for it. It goes Mikulik's way. Then we have a hit that causes a loss of a stick for McAvoy. The other way, it is Drexel. Shot goes wide from Rosenbaum. Try to recover this puck. No go, though, as it goes out towards the blue line. Trevor Drake with it. Drake going to work his way in from the right side. Top of the circle. He's being forced away by Plotkin. He'll play it around the boards to get it to the point where Haight was waiting for, but he elects to take it out of the zone. Maryland had to tag up, so they just quickly dump in while some of the Terps get a change. McMenamin to chase after this one. It'll be played up the boards here for Sklar.
I think Joe Carter, all the coaches wanted a penalty on that play. We're going to get one here.
Too bad it's going to be on Maryland. It's going to be on Haight for, I don't know, that airborne hit. That's not a penalty, but I'm sure that there's going to be something doing here. We're going to get some extras as well.
Yeah, but as I was saying earlier in that shift, all three coaches had their hands in the air. We saw Coach Carter look like he was hammering down.
Just kidding. It's going to be Piper Holman on the penalty. Back-to-back games with a penalty for Holman. Cross-check signal.
Certainly an interesting one. Get some chirps from the crowd here.
Great to have a good crowd here at the Gardens. Maryland's final home game of the season. They'll be at Ryder tomorrow. Not really. They're playing at Igloo Ice Rink, not the home of the Bronx, but it's where the game was scheduled to be played. The shot comes in there from the left circle, saved by Pletier. And then the Crab Pot. Schedule actually just came out for the Crab Pot tournament. Maryland will play at 8 o'clock against the hosts, the Navy Midshipmen, in their own barn. And then the winner plays at 8 o'clock the next day for the Crab Pot Tournament Championship, while the loser plays in the consolation game at 5:30.
Yeah, should be a really fun tournament. All Maryland tournament. Very rich history. Maryland, this is their 30th anniversary of their first and only Crab Pot victory. And we'll have coverage there in Annapolis for the Maryland Hockey Network.
Way high there, and now sprawling Henry Pletier covers the puck. 5:50 to go here in the period. 1:29 left on the minor penalty to Piper Holman. But yes, we will be there in Annapolis. A lot of fun. 4 squads. Towson, Stevenson, Maryland, and Navy make up the field. And as Matt mentioned, it's actually the 30th anniversary. Some players from the 1992 crab pot winning team will be in attendance.
And with Towson and Stevenson, those are two teams that Maryland defeated. They're 3-0 combined against those teams this year. They beat the D1 Towson Tigers. Boy, what a setup we had for that one on the fire escape. I remember that. And then they beat Stevenson twice. I believe that was a back-to-back home and away, one of which was here in Laurel. The other was at Stevenson. Maryland won both of those. They have not played Navy this year.
But it is worth noting that it's kind of a different dynamic right now for Stevenson. They had tried to start a Division III team there at Stevenson, but that team has since been folded. And Stevenson now has kind of a full skater group, because that was always their biggest thing, was that they didn't have any bodies, as Maryland clears here on this kill. So it's going to be a different Stevenson team than the team Maryland saw back in October.
Yeah, when Maryland played them before that D3 team folded, I mean, they just ran out of steam. So that team is going to be a lot different next time.
And then after that, Maryland will play in the mock playoffs in Hamilton, New Jersey. And that is just all 8 squads organized. 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, so on and so forth. Maryland at this point in the season has 3 league victories. And that is what determines the seeding in the tournament. Shot comes in weakly there from Plotkin. Rebound chance for Connolly. Trying to be slapped down by Tim Mikulik towards the net, but that does not go his way as the puck goes back into the Drexel, and 15 seconds left on the kill. Shot there from the slot from Andrew Muirhead, forced Moyer into action. 4:26 left to go there. Kind of a lazy puck there. No one responded, and then it was Muirhead, who's not upset necessarily that the shot got saved, but man, he just broke his stick in half.
And we'll see what happens here.
Looks like we may have another penalty on Muirhead.
Muirhead's leaving.
I'm not sure if he may not have another stick on the bench, would be my guess there. And he needs to get another stick. Yeah. Draw goes to Airy. Airy's shot was blocked by Liam Eden. In the end, Liam looked like he wanted to stick that one down and maybe try a backhand chance. Instead, it stays here with the Dragons. They're going to get it clear.
Holman goes to the bench out of the penalty box, and Drake comes on for him.
Rosenbaum backhands one in front, and they scored it. Simon Rosenbaum scores for Drexel, and we're tied at 1. I'm not sure if that one caught a deflection in front or not, but it looked like it was Rosenbaum that just directed it at the pads of Pelletier, and it found its way past the Terps goaltender.
Yeah, boy, it was a quick play. Terps have possession in the offensive zone, and then Drexel just gets the puck, rolls down the ice, and they bury it. We got a tie hockey game here in the second period.
Should be an exciting conclusion of this one. Still only in the second period, 4 minutes to play, but both teams pretty evenly matched so far. Morgan Sharon sends the puck back out towards center where Airy takes it. Airy got it near Trevor Drake. He wanted to fire it in, couldn't get good wood on it. Now here's Meserly the other way, a shot, and a save made by Pelletier right off the chest protector. Under 4 minutes left to play. Face-off beat to the left of Pelletier. It is won by Drexel. Plotkin a shot that was redirected and hit the mask of Pelletier. There's still a chance here for Drexel. They had a rebound that got saved, and then in the end, Maryland gets it clear, but that's a big sigh of relief. Steinberg the other way. Here's it, Steinberg, backhander, and it's off the pad of Moyer.
Steinberg's having a good game. He's finishing his checks, as I said earlier. He's playing hard. Like the way he's playing tonight.
Looks like through that exchange there near center ice, that puck went offside. So we'll go to center, or near center for this face-off, 3:18 to go. Warner got the puck off the faceoff, trying to get it past Urbani. He's able to swing it past him, but no one was there at the other side of the point to get the puck. This one's slapped down. Genovese chasing after Thomas Pettersson with the puck. Pettersson with a pass forward, then Warner gets hit hard. Got to hit the tree at the trunk if you want to bring it down. That was a little bit of a low hit, but it was clean and it wasn't at the knees. Maryland wants a penalty there for that big hit. They're not going to get one there either, as the refs are letting the physicality go in this one. Goes out to the point. Shot comes in. That one was not very strong or accurate from Warner. McAvoy did a good job to keep that in.
Nice play.
Now here's Haight still keeping the chance alive. He tried to get it into Pettersson, but it was behind him. And now here's a 2-on-1. Pettersson's got to put on the Jets to try and chase it down. Mikulik tries to send one in, but that one got deflected and then just looped into the glove of Henry Pelletier. Mikulik a little bit out of his element leading that fast break.
We got some more extracurricular activity as well. This time it's Ryan Haight.
I mean, you have to bring the physicality if you're Drexel. And the main reason for that is you're going up against the team that ruined your senior night. It was Drexel senior night on Saturday / Sunday morning. And now they want to do the same thing. There's no way. Drexel had this one circled since last week after they let their seniors down.
Oh, of course.
By not being able to get that W on senior night. They want Maryland to feel the same thing.
Yeah,
if you can't win, you got to bring everybody down.
Make it even for both sides. They lose in their senior night, then they want to make Maryland lose as well.
If they're going to drown, you got to drown the other guy with you, is the kind of mentality here for Drexel in this game. Here comes Muirhead into the offensive zone. Ends up losing it. Here come the Dragons. That was a nice move towards the high slot. Goes for Sklar. He wanted a centering pass. No one could get a hold of it. Tucker Healey goes to Muirhead. Dumps one in towards the right side. Being chased after by Liam Eden. Terps have control. Healey. Pass across. A chance here for Airy. And a save made by Moyer, who's been very busy in this game, but another nice save there. Under 90 seconds to play here in the second period. This one gets flipped out towards the neutral zone. That one went off of Jones's skate. Terps have to chase. Goes to Tomaszewski. Good pass forward. Here's DePoy. DePoy is in, but he was off balance and he couldn't get a shot off as he goes crumbling into the corner with Tim Mikulik. Now it's still loose and a chance for DePoy, who got right back up. Shot was directed off the pad. It's still a chance for Liam Eden, but couldn't get one on net either with a minute left to play. This one's going to be flipped nearly into the stands. I mean, from a quality of shot standpoint, you can't argue with what you've seen from Maryland, but my goodness, this team just can't seem to beat Mason Moyer right now.
Yeah, I mean, that was an incredible offensive surge, but as you said, they just can't get the puck in the net. I mean, this could easily be a 5 or 6 goal night so far for Maryland, but only got one on the score sheet so far. But Moyer's having one hell of a game in between the pipes, so got to give him credit as well.
And this could be trouble the other way. Connolly in all alone. Connolly off the post, and then he scored. John Connolly finds the back of the net, and it is 2-1 Drexel. I know it was one of the Connollys. I'm not sure if it was John or Michael that got stoned by Henry Pelletier in that game last weekend, but if that was John Connolly, got to feel good for scoring that one on Pelletier after he saved you like that.
Yeah, it looked like it went off the post, right?
It went off the post and then off the back of Pelletier. Nothing he can do about that, unfortunately.
Yeah, might have dragged it in with him as he was moving backwards, trying to cover it, but that's going to happen. Unlucky goal.
So now Maryland's got to work from behind. Drexel drags the lead. Maryland want it right back. Now Mikulik wings the puck. Is this a chance for another quick one here for Drexel? Mikulik, here he comes, right dot. That one off the stick of Pelletier and into the netting with 17. Make it 16.6 to play, and as per usual, we'll get a dust-up.
And now McNamara gets involved with the physicality. Every shift, it's like a different player. Pelletier pulls him over to the side.
And no need for a penalty. It's the last thing Maryland wants at this point, down by a goal.
Yeah, and those goals in the last minute of the period, too. Coach Carter talked about it last week. It's frustrating for the team. They give up a lot of goals within the last minute. So it's something I'm sure they're going to look to improve on going into next season.
Quick wrister in from Urbani. It was blocked. Urbani has a second chance. He lost his footing. 3 on, making a 4-on-1 for Maryland. They have one last chance here end of the period. Wrist shot, and it's high from Eden. It is the guy you want taking a shot on the rush, but he could not put it on target, and that'll take us to the end of the second period. It is 2-1, and again, we'll have a dust-up here between Urbani and Muirhead. And that takes us to the conclusion here of the second period.
Seems like it's always at the Gardens Ice House where we get some fireworks. This is always the place where...
It happened at Delaware the same way. Maryland's only played 3 home games here, by the way, and they still have managed to get into a lot of scraps, a lot of all kinds of things here
Delaware
at the Ice
and
House.
Stevenson.
Yeah, and there was Stevenson was a little scrappy, too, because that was the second game in that 2-game series. No, it was actually the first time they met, and still wasn't a lot of love lost in that one.
So they're giving the referees a very busy night. I should say the officials, rather.
But through 2 periods of play, it is 2-1. Dragons have the lead, 2 goals in that period, one from Simon Rosenbaum. And the other one from John Connolly. So that makes up the 2-1 scoring line. Terps need to get some life into them if they want to pick up this W here on senior night in front of a wrathful home crowd. So we'll take a break here for the intermission. Be back for the start of the third after the break on the Maryland Hockey Network. here on the Maryland Hockey Network. Mark McClure, Matt Fusillo started third period here from the Gardens Ice House. It is senior night for the Terrapins. Try not to let their squad down. They trail by a goal 2-1 as we will get ready to face off. Goes to the Terrapins. Very late in that period, we had a late exchange between a couple players, and Mike Urbani grabbed the face mask of, I believe it was Muirhead, and he was hit with a 5-minute misconduct. Sorry, a 10-minute game misconduct and a 5-minute major penalty. So keep that in mind. Maryland is now on a 5-on-4 for 5 minutes, and that's how they scored their first goal. Tomaszewski wanted to tie this game up, but he couldn't pick out the corner. And we've talked about this extensively to the point where we're almost a broken record. Well, it's got to be more efficient on the power play. They had a 5-on-3. They didn't score on that 5-on-3. When it became a 5-on-4, they scored, but it's just they need a little more from the PP group.
Yeah, and this is their second 5-minute penalty of the game. 5-minute power play, I should say. Their penalty has really no issues, but just their power play, they can't get the puck in the back of the net. This is a great chance for them to get the equalizer, tie this game at 2. You still have over 4 minutes of power play time, and if you score, it still stays as 5-on-4. So
because they've been rattling off shots and some good shots in there as well, but Moyer's made a couple of nice saves and a few missed opportunities as Tomaszewski sends one in, goes quickly off the pad of Moyer, and then it's cleared by Drexel. Maryland they need that one goal. I think that one goal in this period would be huge because that momentum shift could be enough for Maryland because Drexel's calmed down since going to the locker room.
And not to mention, Urbani's one of Drexel's best players, too, so you're without one of your starters the rest of the night. Definitely an advantage for Maryland.
Serving that penalty, as you may be able to see, Garrett Sklar is serving that penalty for Drexel. He's in the box currently, 3:43 left on that major penalty. I didn't see what the call was, probably just unsportsmanlike, possibly roughing.
Yeah, it was Urbani grabbed the face mask. I couldn't tell what player. It might have been Holman. I'm not completely sure, but it was a face mask.
3:30 to go on the power play. A shot comes in tight angle. Moyer covers again. This guy has really been dominant in this game. I don't have the shot numbers for you, but it's a lot and a lot of saves.
You see Will Giramonte on the bench. I think he had the same reaction as you did. Goaltender's been good.
This has been a story for Maryland. They've had a couple of really tough games against goalies that have just played outstanding against the Terrapins in particular. As this puck is cleared immediately, goes off Pelletier. He's going to have to play the puck. Oh, what a horrible mistake, and Josh Finlayson scores. Out of character mistake by Henry Pelletier, and Josh Finlayson takes advantage of shorthanded goal for Drexel. Henry Pelletier came out to play the puck. A bad fan on a pass, and Finlayson with a absolute rocket into the back of the net.
Yeah, that is just, it's you're not going to see that again from Pelletier. That is a mistake by the goaltender, and he's aware. He knows.
Yeah, you don't need to say anything there. That one's just a pat on the pads with the stick. And if there's one guy that's hard on himself, it'd be Henry Pelletier.
Yeah, that's right. And
so he does not need to be reminded that was a mistake. He'll make up for it in some capacity at some point, I promise you, in this game, because you know that's going to be in the back of his mind the rest of this contest.
Yeah, he's a very good goaltender. He's got, he's smart with the puck. That was just a mistake that happened to happen, so.
So the Terps now down by 2 goals, 3-1. They still have this power play. They really need a goal on this now. Now it becomes paramount that they pick one up as Airy gets it at the edge of the zone. And now here's a chance possibly the other way for Josh Sklar, but this one going to be just too quick into Pelletier. And then Sklar bowls into Pelletier. Pelletier not particularly fond of that. He stands over Sklar, went crashing into the net. Terps want a penalty. I do not think they're going to get one. Sklar was really just trying to get to the puck. I mean, you can say the slide was unnecessary, but that's a guy grinding for the puck as far as I'm concerned. Even though the Terrapins obviously want to just protect their netminder.
Yeah, this is a feisty game.
And again, this is a game where a lot has been let go. There was 2 officials during the last period. The third official's back, the one that got hit against the boards right as we went off the air for the first time.
And you can hear Coach Carter from up here. He is pissed off. I don't blame him.
Again, it's one of those things you're always going to protect your goaltender when he gets slid into like that. But obviously you can understand the effort from Sklar just trying to chase the loose puck. Eden plays it around for Tucker Healey. Couldn't get control. He walled Mikulik off, though, from getting the puck back. Maryland needs to pick one up here. Tomaszewski maintaining. Goes to McAvoy. Cross for Healey. It was a little bit behind him, but he stopped it with his skate. Back to McAvoy. Went across with it, and it's tipped into the netting by Drexel Stephen Basin. This is where Maryland needs to channel their frustration into offensive opportunity and solid defense. They can't let it turn into penalties and unnecessary hits after the whistle. That's the big key for them after giving up that bad goal.
I was thinking the same thing. There's two ways you could go with it, as you said, and they still have 2 minutes of power play time on this game misconduct. So you got to be able to cash in here, especially on senior night. Try and do your best to tie this game up.
Healey, high slot. Gives it off for Eden. Behind the net, he's looking for a pass. And we're going to get a penalty here against the Terrapins. Looks like we had a trip at the back post. Mikulik went down. Obviously, it looked like him and Muirhead were grappling there as Muirhead was trying to shield Moyer, and Muirhead's going to be hit with a minor. It's going to be a trip. And this goes to 4-on-4. And that badly hurts the power play chance for Maryland as it now disappears, and now they'll just have to play with the open ice.
Yeah, that'll just about do it for that power play. It will just about do it. So
yeah, it will, unfortunately, for the Terrapins. They tried to do a little too much there, and again, Muirhead's one of those guys, the energy is good when you need it, but it can be bad sometimes when he gets frustrated. And it looked like that, again, a little bit of a frustration play, just dropping with Mikulik and ended up putting a blade into his skate.
Yeah, it was right after you mentioned you can't let it turn the wrong way. That heated attitude. Got to channel it into good things. Got to play crisp hockey here the next 16 minutes. And got to score two.
Yeah, it's got to be channeling that into the forecheck, into the back check, trying to make plays on both ends, and you don't want to be taking all these penalties if you can avoid it. As here comes Plotkin. He gets hit against the boards. It's actually a pretty good-looking hip check there from Airy. Don't see that much in the game these days. A few specialists still in there, but not a lot of them are still playing in the game. Shout out Mark Mathot. Namesake right there.
There's another player comparison.
Pass goes forward here from Airy. Gets through the whole group. This is icing against Airy. And we'll go into the Terp zone.
Airy's also a big hit out there. He's 6'2", 215. And he can lay out his body as well. It's not just one around this team. You got quite a few guys that can hit. McNamara likes to get into it. Steinberg's been doing it tonight.
Still 4-on-4 for another 35 seconds, then a very short Drexel power play. Pass goes to nobody from Genovese. Maryland's clear, isn't convincing. Josh Sklar gets it off to Rosenbaum, but he had it poke checked away. Airy got past the red line this time before dumping it in. Steinberg recovers here at the right wing boards. Backhands one behind the net. No one there, though, for Maryland. Mikulik picks it. Floats this one down the left wing. Goes into the Maryland zone, but it was a quick give up there from Drexel on the forecheck. Wilson had nothing to do but pass that puck in because quickly coming off the bench there was Garrett Sklar, and he laid a pretty good hit. Rosenbaum. Passed into a dangerous area back towards Sklar. This one deflected, but it went wide by Genovese. Here's a rebound chance from distance and a save made by Pelletier on Plotkin.
Four seconds of penalty time left for Maryland.
Then it'll be 5-on-5, and Maryland's going to have about 14 and a half minutes to battle their way back into this game, down by 2 goals here in the final period. This one will quickly get tipped into the netting yet again.
So Muirhead's going to come out of the box, and McMenamin will come back out on the ice. This is the fourth line of McMenamin, Warner, and Wynn, with McAvoy and Haight. Blue line pairing.
Drexel holds this puck in at the blue line, quickly fires a shot in that is saved by Pelletier.
Seems like ever since that third Drexel goal, it's gotten a little bit quieter in here. So you're going to need to get back on the score sheet, get the building loud again, and do your best to get back in this one.
Maryland's definitely lost some fire. There's no doubt about that. And they spent an awful lot of time here in the defensive zone, especially after they had another 5-minute penalty killed off that included a shorthanded goal. But they have a chance here the other way. McMenamin, who's had a sensational game, brings it forward. He hasn't scored yet, but he's had a couple of good chances. Try to get it to the win, then they have a big hit behind the boards. Terps recover it here in the neutral zone. McAvoy brings it in, rifles one wide. There's the Haight at the right point. Landon Wynn recovery in the corner. Sklar tries to curl it around. It was actually a really good curl that was able to get it to Stephen Basin, but Basin had it poke checked away. It's dumped back into the Terps, into the Drexel zone, I'm sorry. Drexel clears up to the neutral zone. Again, Ray McNamara picks it up, and his pass is intercepted. It's backhanded into the Terps zone. They recover it with McAvoy. Gets it over to McNamara. Nice move here by Eden. Here's Liam Eden. Wrist shot is blocked by Tim Mikulik, who's been a rock defensively in this game for the Dragons. Eden trying to keep the chance alive, though, as he goes one on his own there. Shot from the tight angle. It's a good job covering the post from Moyer. A couple of chances here for the Terrapins, and they scored! Liam Eden cleans up the trash right in front of the net, and his rebound goal puts life back into this game at 3-2.
I said earlier in the first period, he just shoves the garbage into the net, and he did it right there. Goalie's in disbelief, Mason Moyer. That is a big, big, big goal for Maryland. And with the amount of people we have in the seats here tonight, that came at the right time, because now they're going to get going again.
Back to center ice, 12:54 to go. And we may have had a little bit of jitters on that draw.
That is a big, big goal from the captain. Eden getting the job done.
Puck goes behind the net for Moyer. It is now 3-2 to Terps. Right back into this game. Nice backhand clear, though, here by Josh Finlayson. Finlayson in the slot, had it poke checked away at the last moment by Ray McNamara. Piper Holman goes to McNamara. Went through him there. Here's Barrett Genovese. Now it's in towards the slot. It was a dangerous pass. Terps get away with it, though. Here comes Steinberg. Right dot. Steinberg tried to sneak it in near post, and it was a late cover there from Moyer, and he deflected it behind the net. 12 minutes to go here in the final period. A goal from Liam Eden, energizing Maryland yet again. A tried backhand pass towards DePoy. He was in this slot, but he was a little late to get to where the puck was going. And then Tim Mikulik gets it. He wants a clear. Let's see, they do get it. It looked like it was Sharon that got the clear. He thought that hit Patrick Beganowski, but the officials think otherwise.
Big face-off here, offensive zone for Maryland. Got to win this one back. If I'm then, just try and get it to the net right away.
It's Wilson to try and take this pivotal face-off. Drexel actually won that face-off, but Maryland almost got the puck back as a quick blitz towards the puck by Wilson, and this one, the ceiling is not that high here at Laurel, unfortunately for Tim Mikulik. Thought he was playing at the class of 1923 rink where they have that kind of space to do those types of airborne passes, but not here in Maryland.
I think Maryland wanted another penalty in that. Seems like they've wanted a lot tonight.
It is not Fort DuPont, though.
I was thinking the exact same thing. It's not Fort DuPont with that slanted ceiling, too. Not just low, but slanted.
So here comes the Dragons the other way. Poke checked away by Airy is a good one in there as Chase Wilson tried to keep that puck going. A bad pass is intercepted. Here is Drake. Trevor Drake. Shot in, save made, tried to get a rebound chance for Wilson. Wilson has to scramble to get this puck back. He's hit. Drake comes up with it. Right corner. Plays it back around for Wilson. He was lined up for a hit there, and he had to eat that one. He goes the other way. This is dumped in. It's backhanded into a dangerous area, but it couldn't get to Zach Meserly. Maryland with a really good chance to break out here at 3-on-2. Here is Healey. Tucker Healey is shot, and that one blocked by Mikulik, who, as I said, is playing a Nick Lindstrom level game. But Airy gets it, and he scored! Hunter Airy, of all people, the defenseman, puts one behind Moyer, and we are tied at 3 with 10.5 to play. Oh, what a tremendous shot there from Hunter Airy. The defensemen on this team have really good shots, and another one showcased there by Airy.
Where's the recipe for that one? Boy, shake and bake. My goodness. A few moves by Airy, and he roofs that one. I thought that puck went into the netting. He absolutely roofed it, but it went into the net. Airy ties it up. Wow.
So now we are tied at 3 here. Unbelievable Maryland's comeback in 6 minutes. They've turned a 3-1 game into a 3-3 tie, and now Drexel's on the back foot. So here come the Terrapins. Again, they smell blood in the water now. But they can't make anything of this attack. Going the other way, this is Basin. Basin tried to drag one forehand backhand, but it was poke checked away. Eden tries to clear. He gets this one up in the air, and then it'll be chased down on the right side by Plotkin. This is Eden after an interception. Eden, this one goes out to Haight. One of the seniors puts one in. That one was deflected, though. This place would have lost its collective minds if Haight would have put one in there. Sklar brings it into the Maryland zone. McAvoy has to recover this one in his skates. Liam Eden goes to Haight. Haight holds, passes forward, intercepted. Dumped right back in there by this Drexel crew, and McAvoy has to recover again. This time he's surrounded, not going to be as easy for him. Josh Finlayson picks it up. Finlayson's pass back, though. That was not handled properly, so Drexel had to fire it back in. McAvoy couldn't get it clean, and Rosenbaum put a shot on net, saved by Pelletier. Terrapins have looked really good here in these breakout situations. They have another 3-on-2 possibly with the trailer. Pass is blocked, though. Great job getting down. McAvoy, though, keeps it alive, goes to Haight. Stayed in the zone. It did not, according to the far side linesman.
Yeah, linesman was right there. Puck barely exiting the blue. So we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. But, man, the energy in this building has come back. They've added more wood to the fire.
They gave everyone the shot in the arm, and that's what matters here for the Terps. They've tied at 3 here on senior night in front of a big crowd here. They're easily their biggest this season. Drexel trying to ruin the party, though, after Maryland ruined theirs last Saturday. Meserly swooping around. Back out to the right side, right point shot in. Pelletier save. You know Pelletier now has an extra fire in his belly after he gave up that bad goal. Meserly another one-timer, and a save made by Pelletier again off the stick that time.
And you don't want to get him angry because he will come alive.
Penalty coming up here on the Dragons. This could be the chance for Maryland. It's a trip. But now that Pelletier has gotten a second chance, a guy like Pelletier with his kind of ability normally does not waste those chances. The penalty is going to go against Ben Shelley for tripping.
Boy, these Drexel starters tonight can't stay out of the box. It's McCallick, Urbani twice, including the ejection, and now Ben Shelley. And the Terps are banging the bench, as you could probably hear. They're energized.
Ooh, Tomaszewski wanted to line up that one-timer, but he thought about shooting it before he had the puck. So Maryland has to recover again. Muirhead gets it. This is a big 2-minute minor here for the Terps. They can take a lead late in the third period. We have 7:50 to play. Tomaszewski tried to put one on net. It was blocked up high by Mikulik.
Well, we talked about their power play struggles, the Terps, so they're going to put us to the test here and see if they can take the lead here in the third period.
Trying to prove us wrong here from this press area at the Gardens Ice House in Laurel. But another clear here from Drexel. This has been a good start for the Dragons on the kill. 7:18 to go and 1:05 left on the power play. It's going to be Liam Eden. If there's going to be one man that's going to score, you would expect it to be the guy in white wearing 1-7. McAvoy. Get it back to Eden, back to McAvoy. Tomaszewski one-timer. And that one is saved. Then another clear. Maryland's got to get some fresh legs on. Need the second power play group on because McAvoy's been chasing pucks for about a minute and a half.
We saw Tomaszewski score from that angle in the double overtime winner against Virginia Tech in the ACC showcase. He tried working his magic again there as Tomaszewski himself will fire it in.
Drake gets the puck, pokes it forward behind the net. They want to clear, and Drexel gets one. This is played by Pelletier. He's going to be a little safer here playing the puck. 12 seconds left on the minor penalty. 6:20 left to go in the game. Terrapins will get maybe one more rush out of this. Bad pass, though. That's going to nip that in the bud. And quickly back on the ice, Ben Shelley. Airy didn't know Shelley was coming, but luckily Pelletier, no nonsense, just swept that puck clear of danger. Down to 5:57 left here in the third period. 3-3 between Drexel and Maryland. Trevor Drake, the far side boards, a nice weave into space here from Drake. Drake passes it back for Patrick Beganowski. Landon Nguyen gets it. Back to Drake. Wanted Landon Nguyen right in front. A save made by Moyer. Everyone held their collective breaths there. Landon Nguyen, what a time for your first goal of the season if you were to get it there.
Senior night especially would be nice. No seniors on the score sheet tonight so far.
But the script is there.
The script
has been written to complement a possibility of a senior scoring a game-winning goal on senior night.
The pregame ceremony, McAvoy said his favorite moment was when he scored his 22nd birthday.
Remember that? It was here at the Gardens Ice House against the Mustangs. Stevenson.
Maybe we'll see if there's some more magic in this building from him or one of the seniors.
It's a fantastic goal under 2 minutes to play and on a power play from the high slot. And that gave Maryland that win over Stevenson, their first win in conference all season. Beat Stevenson again the next night and then actually didn't win a conference game until they beat Drexel last weekend. They have one more conference game this season, Ryder tomorrow at 8 at Igloo Ice Arena.
Regardless of the score tonight, it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to be a close one here, 3-3 game with 5 minutes remaining.
Here is Rosenbaum in the first line for Drexel. Mikulik puts it in as it's taken by, looks like that was Tomaszewski backhand and one up to Ray McNamara. Maryland trying to get the clear up here. Piper, that was Thomas Pedersen, I'm sorry. Drexel got it back though. Finlayson got the pass to Rosenbaum. Now it's Meserly. Pass goes across. No one there though. The correction, there was Sklar on the pass. Back out to the point. One-timer, save made, rebound, and he scored! Josh Finlayson has his second of the night, and Drexel takes the lead with under 5 to play. As we will go back to center here for the start. Would not be surprised, though, if Joe Carter's, there's got to be a timeout coming here soon. At least if I'm behind the Maryland bench, I need to talk to my crew.
Yeah, you don't really have too much time. The clock will be ticking, so I'm sure they're going to pull the goalie soon if they can't get the equalizer earlier.
But at some point, I think that Coach Carter does need to talk to his group. It's a little frustrated after that goal. And
timeout would be beneficial.
But he's going to stick with it for now. We'll see if things change. I know he likes to take him normally to talk 6-on-5 strategy if he needs it, and you only get one a game, so he's got to pick and choose where he wants to use it. Warner chases this one down. 4-3 Drexel here on the back of that goal from Josh Finlayson, who scored 2 goals here in the third period. Trevor Drake has to chase this one down. He's got a man on, though, so he's got to steer clear. Gets it to McAvoy, up to Warner. Warner dumps the puck in. Chasing after it, though. Is Drexel. They will clear only towards the blue line, though. It was held in at the last moment by McAvoy. This could be trouble, though, as Haight doesn't know where it is, but he's able to keep it in. That was a big play by Haight. Could have been a breakaway the other way if he didn't know where the puck was. Pass going out into a dangerous spot, though, from Drake. He's got good vision like that, but again, no one was there on the receiving end of the pass. Goes from one end of the ice to the other. The Terrapins trailing by 1 in their own building. Here comes Drexler trying to put this thing away as the wrist shot comes in from Basin that went high. 3 minutes 6 to go. We'll start keeping our eye on empty net possibilities. Tomaszewski off the boards. Eden. Tomaszewski has it then. Got to wait for a teammate to tag up. Maryland, nice one hit. Good leather there from Mason Moyer. That's so nonchalant. But in the end, it was actually a pretty good grab over the left shoulder.
It's pretty high, too. Fastball up in the zone.
2 minutes, 49 seconds left to go. It is 4-3 Dragons. Face-off goes to Drexel. They will be led by Rosenbaum. Into the teeth of the Maryland D. Rosenbaum directs one in front for Sklar. It's loose. They want to put it away, but they can't put the exclamation point on it. Drexel hanging on, 2:35 to go. The game last Saturday was 4-1, but it was much, much, much closer than that. And a penalty coming up against Josh Finlayson. And a wrist shot is scored! Out of nothing! Nothing, I tell you. Hunter Airy finds the back of the net, and we're tied at 4. And that was on a delayed penalty, so Maryland still gets the penalty here at the ACHA level. And we are tied at 4 with 2:20 to go. Hunter Airy playing hero here in Laurel.
My goodness. Airy again. We have a tie game. I mean, what a story so far in this game.
And the penalty still counts as per ACHA rules. If you score on a delayed penalty, it's still a penalty. The call is a slash, and it's going to be addressed to Josh Finlayson. And my goodness, this has been a roller coaster.
Great story. My goodness.
And Hunter Airy, what a tremendous game. Coming into this game, he had 3 goals and an assist for 4 points. He scored 2 goals in this game, in this period. So it's Finlayson in the box. And Maryland has an opportunity on the power play to win this game. As Maryland will take it from behind their own end. They've been unsuccessful in the power play. They scored 1 goal, though, considering they've had 2 major chances. Here's Liam Eden. Is this the one? Passes it across. Oh my goodness, what a save by Moyer. If that was even saved, or it may have even been blocked. Either way, it was a cross ice pass that nearly could have resulted in a goal. Here comes Tomaszewski. Had it for a moment, but the puck ends up back in the neutral zone. 95 seconds to go. Pass from McAvoy's out of the reach of Tomaszewski, and that's icing.
Man, this is such a good game so far. 1:32 left.
It's been a wild thing overall. Maryland took a lead in the first period. We're going to get a call here. It looks like a timeout, which I'm not surprised to see at all. Both teams need two things. One, strategy, and two, a breather. Right there, and I'm not sure it took the timeout, but either way, both teams need one right now because Maryland at the same time, the excitement is wonderful, but you got to keep yourself at a level head here. You got a minute 32, you're on the power play. And Drexel, this is an opportunity for Justin Levin to talk to his squad about this kill that's coming up. Here, he's been successful so far. They've had a lot of time in the box, as we can see from your sheet here. It's a lot of penalties, six penalties, two of which were majors. And they've only allowed one goal on the power play. They've actually done worse in the even strength play. So what's the key for Maryland here to try and pick up this winner here in regulation while they have the best chance that they do with a minute 13 seconds left on a 5-on-4?
You're going to need to keep possession in the offensive zone. You can't give Drexel any chances. It's your power play. You have more men on the ice. You can't be giving them chances. And they've been giving them chances on their own power play. So we saw Coach Giamonti, I don't know if he was drawing up a play or giving them a pep talk or what. He's done now, but he was. And now the boys are talking amongst themselves.
And it's worth noting that historically throughout the season, Maryland's done really well out of timeouts. They've really been juiced up after the talk from Coach Joe Carter, whether it's coming out of a period break or coming out of a timeout break. They normally respond really well.
They've responded very well from the pep talks.
So we'll see how if that continues in this game. You can see a lot of hooting and hollering down there by the Maryland bench. Will they win this game in regulation? Will Drexel pull out a shocker? Short-handed, will we need overtime? We'll find out in the next 92 seconds. Let's play some hockey here in Laurel. Fantastic game on senior night. Fans are getting a treat. Here's Maryland leading the charge. It's Healey. Healey gets it to Eden at the far boards. Eden avoids a hit from Simon Rosenbaum. Goes back to McAvoy. High slot across Tomaszewski's one-timer. Wanted a redirect, from Muirhead. Stays alive, though. Shot fanned on by Healey. Taken by Mikulik. He lost it to the official, almost the one that got in the way. McAvoy, minute left to play. Wrister in. Nice glove save by Moyer. 58.6 seconds left to go, and Moyer keeps his team in it there, flashing some leather. He hasn't had the greatest game, but coming up big when the Dragons need it.
Top power play unit will stay out, no surprise. Healey, Muirhead, Eden, Tomaszewski, McAvoy. And Drexel has 5 men on the ice, so one will go to the bench.
Yes, so that is a good job by the officials catching that. Otherwise, that could have been too many men if it was during the play. Clear here, gets it to neutral. Tomaszewski goes to McAvoy. McAvoy back for Tomaszewski near his side. He drives his way in. Wrist shot and a really good blocker save by Moyer. And then there is the clear from Stephen Basin. 30 seconds to go. 13 seconds left on the power play. Maryland's got to get the puck forward here, but this could actually turn into trouble. But it does not, as Drexel could not take advantage of that giveaway.
Got lucky with the delayed offside, too.
So it's back to 5-on-5. Finlayson just has to join the defensive crew. He cannot go to the bench yet because the pressure is still on here from Maryland. 10 seconds left here in the third. Can Drexel break their hearts? Here's Rosenbaum. Good poke check by McAvoy, and that's going to save him here and get him to overtime as the horn will sound. What a hockey game here at the Gardens Ice House, and 60 minutes not enough to decide this one. We've got overtime coming up in a moment here on the Maryland Hockey Network.
Man, we're going to get some extra time here. What a story so far tonight. Players will stay on the benches, so it appears there will be no Zamboni cut. But how about Hunter Airy? I mean, 2 goals back-to-back. Maryland was down in the game, and he makes this game 4-4 for his second of the night.
Wild, wild moments here at the Gardens Ice House. So it will be 5 minutes of overtime. Then we go to the shootout per rules. I know we saw double overtime in the showcase, but showcase not dictated by the rules from the division. Those go by from conference to conference, or essentially showcase to showcase. Decides the rules for showcases. So this will be overtime, then shootout.
So it'll be DePoy, Beakonowski. It's going to be 4-on-4, by the way. So those are the 2 forwards. And Tomaszewski and Airy.
Drama on senior night. Cannot write it any better.
You really can't.
5 minutes on the clock. 4-on-4 hockey. It is 4-4. Both teams got a lot of energy now, I can tell you that. It looked like this game was flattening out at the beginning of the third period after Finlayson scored to make it 3-1, but Maryland came back a couple of times in the third period, 2 comebacks in that period alone, and now we're into overtime. Drexel still trying to play spoiler here on Maryland's senior night.
Got to take into account the open ice here. It's not 3-on-3, but still, maybe they'll be a little bit more reserved with the puck.
Here is Finlayson. Out to the point for Mikulik. To Sklar. Back to Mikulik at the point. Airy operating without a stick. Mikulik makes it even harder as he sends it towards the Maryland bench. Terps pick it up. Here comes DePoy. It's a 2-on-1. He was able to poke the puck to Beakonowski, but he was ahead of the play. That is a tough break there for Maryland. They would have had an opportunity to generate there in the 2-on-1, but the pass coming forward was a little bit out of the reach of DePoy. He did the best he could, but Beakonowski needed to hold it from by a millisecond to be on.
Just a little offside, but it was the right call.
So now Maryland will go with the top group, 2-2 actually. Interestingly enough, normally you see one more two-way defender and then 3 forwards. But Maryland going with 2 defenders here. Drexel tries to pick the puck up. Connolly, one of the goals in this game. He had the second of the 4 Drexel goals. Goes out to Plotkin. Weak wrister comes in there. That one is easily sticked away. It's in from Genovese. Drexel with a long spell of possession here. Connolly waits. 3.5 left to go in the overtime. Shot comes in. It was a little bit wobbly. Comes out for Maryland's Tucker Healey. Healey plays it back for McAvoy to Liam Eden. Eden, you know what he can do in open ice. Liam Eden, look at him go as he swings to the right wing boards. Couldn't get into a shooting position though, Eden. So he swings it around for Tyler McAvoy. Back for Healey. Healey tried to feed one across for Eden, It ends up going back to McAvoy as he backhands one for Liam Eden. Maryland recovering in their own end. They got to change, at least a few on. Eden with a really long stretch pass up to Andrew Muirhead. Muirhead was surrounded, though, had nowhere to go. Maryland went for a change. Did just good enough there to not get caught in that change as a one-timer from the neutral zone. Is gloved by Pelletier. He's going to let this one free, though. Tomaszewski plays one up the boards looking for Beakonowski. Beakonowski is guarded by Mikulik, essentially. Mikulik, though, flashed out back in front of the net. Tomaszewski's shot goes wide, and then it gets past Muirhead into the neutral zone. Andrew Muirhead. Near side, this one is helped into the zone by Tomaszewski. Drexel gets the puck back, though. Good hit by Muirhead. Puck comes loose. This could be trouble. Here's Mikulik, and that one went just wide on the backhander. Mikulik did everything he could to generate that chance, and he nearly scored the game winner. Now the two 12s get together here on the near side. It's Beganowski and Mikulik. Then we have a massive hit by Steinberg as he lays out Simon Rosenbaum. Minute 35 left to go. Maryland has it in the offensive zone. Mikulik behind his own net. He's been on the ice for pretty much this entire overtime, but that's a bad pass. And this is going to be icing against Mikulik as he was trying to pick out Rosenbaum. Minute 22.
Man, so the game goes on. McAvoy and Haight back out on the ice. And it'll be Chase Wilson and Jason Steinberg, the two forwards. And it looks like we're going to get something here. Is it timeout
maybe
or what?
A timeout is what my best guess would be. And that is what it's going to be here, as whoever didn't take the timeout the first time is going to take one now. Minute 22 left to go in the 4-on-4. And it's been a good both sides action here in the overtime, but no one's able to find the back of the net just yet.
See Coach Carter have a few words to his team. Drexel does the same. Team in blue will certainly be looking to play spoilers in this one, as Maryland did it to them last week. But if the team in white scores, a lot of people will be going home happy tonight. So we'll see. Face-off is won back by Drexel.
Dragons trying to play spoiler again. Sorry about that. Missed that on the camera. Apologies. But the draw still went to the Dragons. Dragons will take it forward. Plotkin holds it, nearly lost it. Gave it away one time, but got it right back. Plotkin will go behind. Bad pass intercepted by McAvoy. Shot is blocked. It goes in towards the slot. Healey trying to recover it. Connolly forces the issue and gets the puck back for the Dragons. Here's Basin. Steve Basin. Gives it up now. It's in the middle. Genovese had a shot. Then it went up right in the middle there from Plotkin. And a great save by Pelletier. He kept his team in it.
2 games in a row. Huge save.
Now under 30 seconds left to play here in the overtime. Not offside. Here comes Eden. Liam Eden waiting. Could this be a signature moment? Pass is tipped on the way to Healey. Healey brings it in. He's got some space to operate. Tucker Healey! No. Rebound chance for Eden. Hits the crossbar.
I think he thought that was in.
I think he did too. It looked like it hit the crossbar. I didn't hear any metal there, but it looked like it bounced back with such venom. It's either that or the backboards. But either way, that's still not enough to decide these teams. Played 65 minutes. We're going to need to go to the individuals now.
And that was a rocket, too. I mean, he blistered that one off the iron.
So it is a shootout. First time this season the Terps have had to go into a shootout. We'll take a quick break here on the Maryland Hockey Network. We'll be back for that shootout in just a moment. We are back for the shootout. We do not have the scoreboard for this, unfortunately, so we will just have to trust us. We'll walk you through it. It will be, to start here, Stephen Basin for Drexel. Basin takes it in slow. Up the right side, he cuts back in. Forehand, backhand shot, no! Turned away by Pelletier.
Pelletier says no with the glove. We'll see who the Terps send out. It's going to be the captain.
Here is the man, Liam Eden. Liam Eden waiting. Eden will take it up. Bring it up towards the left side. Now he skates in with some pace. Eden a shot, and Moyer equal to the task.
So we'll go to the second frame. Each team with a save.
It will be Josh Finlayson. He scored 2 goals in the third period. Still nothing here in the shootout, though. Finlayson a shot, and again Pelletier. Another denial by the goaltender for the Terps, and we have still no goals in this shootout.
Here comes Tucker
Into the second
Healey.
round, it'll be Tucker Healey.
Can he pull off a Datsukian move?
He's very crafty with the stick. That's one thing you're going to say. He's going to be patient. That's what you know about Tucker Healey. He's not going to rush anything here on this chance. He'll drift in from the left side. Moyer ready to meet him out there. Here is Healey. And again, that's a glove save made by Moyer. Really good flash of the leather. And now we go to the third shooters for each team. No score so far. Now a shot puts big-time pressure on. This is another goal scorer here for Drexel, John Connolly. Connolly going from the left side this time. He drifts in towards the center, trying to beat him, but he can't beat the post. He beat Pelletier, but his best friend was right next to him. Maryland can put it away right here. They're going to trust Daniel Tomaszewski, the freshman from Rockville, with an opportunity to win the game on senior day.
Already got some overtime magic. Can he do it again?
Is this the storybook ending? No, it is not. A great poke check by Moyer. Tomaszewski took too long to make a move, and Moyer was able to get a stick in there. Now we get into the fun part, sudden death time. Into the fourth round of shootouts. And this is going to be Zach Plotkin for Drexel. Well, we have our first score on either side. Plotkin drifts in. Fans on the shot, a little bit of a fake, but it did not fool Henry Pelletier. Another chance to win the game, and it's going to fall on Jason Steinberg. Steinberg hasn't scored yet this season. He has 3 assists, and he wants to make it a happy ending for the seniors. Can he do it? Steinberg drifts in, nearly lost the puck, and it slid past the backhand. Into the fifth round, no goals yet on either side. And now it's going to be Simon Rosenbaum, the other scorer for Drexel. They're going with their scorers from this game in particular. Rosenbaum had the first goal for Drexel in this game. Will he pick one up in the shootout on Pelletier? Here he drifts in from the left side. A really nice move, but he can't pick out the top corner on a backhand attempt. Pelletier is struggling to keep the net on its moorings.
Here's the special guy out here, Beganowski now.
Okay, now this could be electric right here. Patrick Beganowski has another guy with really good stick handling, plays with a ton of emotion, and he can pick out corners. If he scores right here, he's going to lose it, and so is this building. Beganowski, he'll go straight at Moyer, but he makes the save off the arm. Here we go. Now we're getting into the exotic branch of the shootouts. We get into the sixth round, and you're sending out not necessarily your top scorers, as it's going to be Tim Mikulik for Drexel. Like the captain of this Drexel team, but he is a defender. Does he have something on the other end? He nearly dragged it in at the far post. He beat Pelletier, but he lost control of the puck when he could least afford it. Here comes Trevor Drake, the smallest man on the ice. Terps getting the student section into it. Is Trevor Drake, the call up from the D3 team, the hero? Let's find out as Drake drives his way in. Trevor Drake, he scored!
Oh my gosh!
Trevor Drake wins the game for the Terrapins. 5-4 in the shootout. And he gets mobbed, I say, here at the near side. The Terps with the storybook ending. They get the win on senior night in the shootout.
Trevor Drake, shootout winner. Oh my goodness.
It was a roller coaster ride of emotions. It took us everywhere we needed to go, and Trevor Drake, called up from the Division III team after the first game of the season, scores the winner in the shootout, and everybody goes home happy from Laurel.
Trevor Drake, the shootout winner. Senior night, what an ending. And the Drake parents are jubilant up here. Oh my gosh.
It's a wild moment for the Terrapins. 5-4 again, the final score in the shootout. The Terps win it. They get their 4th win in conference this season. 7th win overall. They're 7-9 on the year, while the Drexel Dragons, they're going to drop to 5-15 on the season as they have their hearts broken again against the Terrapins. They lost 4-1, on their senior night. And then here they give Maryland all they can handle, but the Terrapins still come out on top in the shootout thanks to Trevor Drake. It took 6 rounds to decide it, but the Terrapins and Trevor Drake, who hasn't scored all season, he got robbed a couple of times in this game alone, is the man of the hour.
We still have some chirping here. My goodness.
Usually, home team stays on last is usually common practice because Maryland wants to thank the fans. But Drexel not too keen to leave the ice. Maryland, of course, not helping that. They're definitely putting some gas on the fire, but you can expect that with the amount of adrenaline and testosterone that's flowing right now. But easily the most exciting win of the season for the Terrapins. They do it on senior night, their last game at home here at the Laurel Ice Gardens, or the Gardens Ice House, I should say, in Laurel. And it came down to Trevor Drake as the Dragons finished making their way off the ice. Final thoughts. I mean, there's a lot to break down there, but
well, great stories have great endings, don't they?
Couldn't have said it any better myself.
And this is, I'm sure, one of the best games we've seen from Maryland ice hockey in a long time.
There's something about drama in this building. Maryland's 2 most dramatic games, they've had 3 really dramatic games, the double overtime winner from Daniel Tomaszewski, the late third period win over Stevenson against against Stevenson here with McAvoy's late goal in the third period, and then now this one with Trevor Drake, shootout winner. And the Terrapins keep the smiles on everybody's face here at the Gardens Ice House.
And I think this is the definition of Terps hockey, too. They get off to an early lead, and they start to lose their momentum. You know, Drexel got those back-to-back goals. You had the Pelletier giveaway, and the building got quiet. They had a pep talk. They got going. Eden and Airy both fired home 3 goals combined. They got back into this one, sent it to overtime, and Trevor Drake puts the icing on the cake. So you really couldn't write it any better.
Give you the final review of the scoring while I still have my voice. For the Dragons, it was Simon Rosenbaum with a goal, John Connolly with a goal, and 2 from Josh Finlayson. For Maryland, Patrick Beganowski had the first, Hunter Airy had a pair, and Liam Eden, my goodness, had the one in the middle, and Drake had the shootout winner. here from the Gardens Ice House. I'm not sure how we're going to top this tomorrow, Matt, but we're certainly going to have to. At the Igloo Ice Rink, it's going to be Maryland at Ryder, final regular season game of the year in conference. If you can't make it there, be sure to be here on Maryland Hockey Network. That'll do it for Mark McClure. I've been joined by Matt Fusillo. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Maryland Hockey on the Maryland Hockey Network. We hope to see you again real soon. Bye for now.